Yo, what's going on, people? We are back. It is Never Park the Bus. I know we've been missing for a few weeks, but I had a few things going on. Jimmy stepped in for me a couple of times, but we are back in the building. We have got Mr. Diamond on the show. We got Antos. I know you trademark that name. We got Antos. We have got Jimmy. We got Jimmy in the building. We got Toby. We got Ricky back in the building. So we're going to start today. I want to ask welcome back. I'm going to ask a question. Which teams are seriously in the title race? I'm not asking for Big Six or anything like that. Which teams do you think are seriously in the title race?
As of right now.
Ask Ashley.
As in for this season.
Ashley.
Yes,
for this season. We're going to start.
Ashley's got a good neutral perspective, given his team can look up and see who's actually doing this. Ash, you start, bro.
Toby's been waiting for me all week.
Bro,
he's still angry.
Ready.
Still bad.
Ready.
Right. Liverpool, obviously. I still think Man City will have a say. Can't sleep on Man United. And, as much as I, back to Toby free, I still think Chelsea probably have the best squad in the league. And they get a run of games together. They can also, I would say them four. Really, one of them four.
You sure you're not missing anyone?
Yeah, Toby, man, you're just.
There's another team in North London, bro. You sure you're not missing anyone?
No, I'm not missing. Listen,
Toby's
I'm not missing this one.
Okay,
that was just hype.
And when they do, he's nowhere near the crime.
That was hype. Listen, it's going to be, say, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and Chelsea. I'll go Liverpool, City, the two.
But who's actually in the race right now?
I'll say them four.
That's a good point, Jimmy. That's a very good point, Jimmy. I think there's one extra team that he knows very well, because they're not too far from where his team is. Not in the league, but geographically. There's a team local to you, but they're far away in the league.
To be fair, that is his view on it. That is his view on it.
I just think
Leicester, man.
Leicester.
Leicester ain't too far away.
There's at least two more teams that are in the race technically right now.
It's everyone's personal view, right? So Ash has given his. Everyone's
personal view was to support a South London club that are struggling.
Man is in pain. He's in pain right now. He's pained it, bro. Can see it.
Like I say, I'll take relegation over Spurs winning anything.
Oh my
God! We got it.
Wow. That is mad.
I don't care.
That's a big statement.
Wow. That's like rather dying one.
Listen. All the non-Spurs fans, yeah. Imagine Spurs winning a trophy. Think about what's going to happen to your phone,
it would
your DMs, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Imagine if Spurs win something. You know what's going to happen.
Let me tell you what it'll be like. Let me tell you what it'll be like.
It actually would be horrible.
Listen,
honestly,
it'd be like
everyone knows.
Listen,
everyone knows
what the past few
when
weeks have been like with Spurs being top of the league. What has it been like? With them not just being top of the league. Imagine them winning something. Are you mad?
Can I say something? I feel bad, yeah. Do you know what? One, Big Bro, rest in peace. He supported Spurs. My mum, she supports Spurs. Yeah. I've got family and friends who support Spurs. That's me. I like Spurs. I've always liked Spurs. Spurs was like my second team kind of thing. I used to always root for them when they weren't doing good. And then they came up and their fans happened. And all of a sudden, I can't stand Spurs winning. But there's good fans. There's people like Ricky, who I'd love Ricky to win the league. I would love it for Ricky to win the league. And then there's Jimmy. And we're back down again. So it's a hard one.
I knew the minute United went 3-0 up, I was like, Chris is going to be unbearable for about 6 weeks. You need to come back down to earth quickly.
Let me move it over to Antos.
Go on. What's happening?
which teams do you think are seriously, not because their league position or whatever, what do you think, are they seriously in the title race?
Right. I'm not being biased, obviously. Liverpool first, obviously.
Standard.
Man City, I'm going for Man United and Chelsea. Spurs are outside that 4 for me. Not because of the recent results, but I think it was coming. I don't think they got enough creative force. If a team sits back and does the same thing they do, they can't break them down. I don't think they got enough to break them down. They need space. So I think that's my fault. Sorry, Jim. I like Spurs, mate. I like Spurs. My cousin Spurs, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm racist or anything, but
you ain't answering the question that Chris asked before.
Go on. What?
I'm answering the question. Chris's question was right now, as of right now, who is in the title?
No.
He used the word.
He mentioned. Don't mention about the title position.
No, you're a man who loves receipts. Early in the WhatsApp group, you pulled one out from November 2nd, for fuck's sake. I had to check when I said that.
Start that, cuz.
Right.
Start that.
I know what you're doing there. Now let's rewind and take. You want to be receipts? You can remember from November 2nd, but you can't remember 5 minutes ago.
Jimmy, I've got it written down here. Let me tell
Can you please read it? Can you please read it, please, Chris?
Let me tell you the words, yeah? The
please
first
read it, Chris.
is which, the second word is teams, the third are seriously in this title race.
And
that's what it was. Seriously.
I said, as
that's
of right
the word.
now,
Seriously, it's
yes.
the word, bro.
And you said
that's
what?
What it is. Serious.
It's everyone's opinion. Which teams do you think are seriously? You might think Spurs are in it. I might think they are. Whoever might think they are.
It's just people's inability to stick to the question and always go off topic. But
no one's gone off topic so far.
Jimmy, everyone's answered sensibly, and you're just hammering them.
What's going on? You're starting on me and that, bro.
He's not got the answer he wants. He's not got the answer he wants.
Come back for ages, mate. That's why I left it. That's why I left it, because of the bullying.
Hopefully you understand the
bullying.
That's why I left it, because of the bullying, Jim. You know what I mean? That's why I left it. I'm back now. I'll believe in you now. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should go to Jimmy.
Let me get mine off my chest, right? And then you'll understand why, right? Because as of right now, I think genuinely there's about 7 teams in the title race. As of right now. Are they all going to be there January, February? No. At least 3 of them are going to fall away. So I think...
Which brings me to the question.
Yeah, so serious enough.
Which teams are seriously in the title race, Jim?
Right now. So, Liverpool are obviously in the title race. Goes without saying. Okay? City have still got a squad and a manager and will still have something to do with it.
They need a striker.
They can't drop many more points. Okay? Chelsea, if they click, I know everyone's saying, they've only beat the bottom sides or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're going to beat another team that are dropping points against each other. So they're only 2 or 3 wins away from people going, oh, Jesus, Chelsea are on it again. United have come from nowhere and just started putting out results. So fair play to them. So them fought in it. You can't say Spurs are not in it. Okay? You genuinely can't say Spurs are not in it, because up until last weekend, we were first. Right? And Liverpool were only 3 points above us. Okay, it's 6 now, but still. Leicester are in the title race. Whether you want to admit it or not, Leicester in the title race. And the other ones that no one's mentioned, because you're all going to laugh at them, is Everton. Everton are in the title race. They went up to second. Carlo Ancelotti is their manager. They are playing really good football. Calvert-Lewin is on the form of his life. And if this is now the benchmark and he's going to go up from there, that's a great future for England as well. Okay? But as of right now, them teams are in it. Now, who's going to fall away from actually winning the title? I genuinely think City will. I think Spurs will. I think Leicester will. And I think Everton will. And I think Chelsea are the outsiders to win it, just edging Spurs on that. But I think it will come down to Liverpool United based on current form for the title. I think Spurs will get in the top 4. I do. And I think Chelsea probably edge it. I think you'll see Leicester hitting the 5th. And I think United and Liverpool will be in the top 4, and I think it'll be one of them for the title. I think you'll find City are the ones that fall away.
To be fair, that is a very good breakdown. you kind of got there in the end because you're saying Leicester might get 5th. So Leicester's not in the title race. 5th is not title race.
Right now.
Right? But
right now.
We done it. Listen, like the song says, I did it my way. Yeah? So you done it your way. I accept it. It was good. One thing, whoever is watching football, I'm very jealous, but can you turn off your TV, please? Your sound on your TV, because I can hear some kind of football going on in the background.
Got to be minded.
I'm proper interested in it as well. I want to know what's going on. But brilliant. No, that makes sense. Shall we go over to Toby?
Yeah, so seriously in the title race, as in going to be there for the mainstay of the season, not just for 2 weeks. I think basically what we're looking at is who's going to be challenging Liverpool, right? Because they're the standard bearers. They flex muscles these past couple of weeks, and what they've done to Crystal Palace was illegal, bruv. Like, Crystal Palace they're not a 7-0 team, and they whacked them like there's nothing. I would say Liverpool, who's going to, bruv, you man got tucked in by Liverpool, so, this is not your turn, Jimmy. So I would say, who's going to challenge Liverpool? You're probably saying at the minute, for the course of the season, I would back United to press them. I would still back Chelsea, even though we haven't won in the last, 2 games. And I would probably also say the third team to challenge them, no banter, Leicester, bruv. Because I'll tell you the thing with Leicester, they ain't got Champions League concerns. Brendan Rodgers has been a nearly man in a title race before. He knows Wagwan. And I'll tell you this now, if you've got James Maddison and Vardy together, you're going to be in any sort of game. They're basically like the budget version of Son.
Are they not in Europa?
And Harry Kane.
Yeah,
so I don't see Everton. I'll be honest with you. Everton are playing the best football that they can play, and they're just kind of second because results have gone their way. I don't see Man City without Aguero, bro. They look impotent. I don't care what they do to.
It's true.
Like
you reckon they'll do something in January?
Teams like Burnley and that, bro. Man City without Aguero, Pep looks lost, bro. Lost.
He does.
In there, in De Bruyne, in Edison, in Ruben Diaz, there's still some top quality players in there.
No, but they're still not scoring though. That's the thing.
You've got that one friend that goes casino and somehow he comes out 3-4 bags down and then he's talking about next month it's going to be Mike. Bruv, that's Pep, bruv. Pep goes to the casino, roofs bare money, comes out with nothing to show for it, and he tells you next time I'll. Nah, bruv. Listen, Aguero's finished now, and I don't see them doing anything. So yeah, long story short, I think it's Liverpool closely followed by United and Chelsea, and then there will be a couple of teams boxing it out for the final Champions League place.
I think that's fair enough. Rickster back in the building.
For me, Liverpool. Obviously, everyone said it, but yeah, Liverpool. Theirs to lose. What they did to Palace is a joke. It shows what they're about. Mm-hmm. You lot said about City. I'm waiting for them to come good without Aguero. The only reason I think they might be up there is because they've been there and done it. Do you know what I mean? They've got some winners in there. So we'll go them too. And then for me, it's just lucky hat for the next. You got United, Chelsea. I'm going to put Tottenham in there. I'm a Tottenham boy. So do you know what I mean? If you want to say Leicester, yeah. Everton, definitely not. They'll crumble off. But for me, City and Liverpool, and then pick of a hat.
Now, how can you say they're not in a title race?
We're 12 games in, Jim. So Southampton are in the title race right now, and then they're going to win.
But if you're talking about Tottenham being in a title race and Chelsea being in a title race, Everton are above both of them. How are they in a title race?
Because they're just coming good now. I'm saying teams that have been there and done it.
But hold on, this is what everyone said about Leicester the year they won it, and then Leicester went on and they said, they'll fall away, they'll crumble away, Leicester aren't going to win the league realistically, are they?
But they were top for near enough the whole season.
Yeah, remember that season, bruv? Leicester hit the top, everyone was doing fuckery, and they just didn't fall back.
They stayed top the whole time.
Yeah,
consistent.
Everton had a blip and they've gone back there. That says more about it to me than everyone else crumbling
away. What I will say is, every team, like Jim just said, has a blip. Tottenham have lost 2. We're now in 5th. So the next few weeks will be more important than the first few weeks. For
this Tottenham, Christmas period.
But Christmas sorts out the boys.
Does anyone think their team can put together 6 wins in a row? Because I don't see that in Chelsea. The only team that I see that doing that is Liverpool. Yeah. I think if we're not careful, that man could just leave everyone for dust.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Is who's gonna slow Liverpool down? Now Liverpool have got there. That's why the Liverpool Tottenham game is so important. Because if Tottenham beat Liverpool, it's still a wide open title race.
It's open.
With Liverpool winning that, it's suddenly like, okay, now who's going to stop them? So we're now looking at, can United stop them? Can Chelsea stop them? Can City stop them?
I don't think it's so much can anyone stop them. I think the only people who can stop Liverpool is Liverpool. If Liverpool just failed to get those wins, you got to remember when they won it, they was great on top of lucky. Like games they shouldn't have drawn, they got somehow some goalkeeper mistake or some nonsense, and they drew it. Games they shouldn't have won, they won it. And on top of that, they was the best team in the league. So, like, if they just draw those games that they're meant to win and lose those games that they're meant to draw a few times, that's the only way Liverpool can be stopped. Is if Liverpool stopped themselves. I don't think no one.
That year, City pipped them by a point, wasn't it? They lost less games than City, but they drew.
They drew
more games than City.
Yeah,
but if you remember a
few years ago, drew something like 12 games in a season. I think that was when Redknapp was there, maybe in mine. We were meant to get Champions League, but we drew like 12 or 14 games or something ridiculous. Although, you know, it didn't add up. Other teams had way more losses than us. We'd only lost 4 games all year, but we'd drawn about 12. So it absolutely screwed us. So you're right, but that's what I'm saying. Liverpool just
I think with
like
Liverpool is like, it's a belief. Do you believe you could beat Liverpool? You think teams going there thinking, do you think you're going to get anything out of this Liverpool game? I think Liverpool beating teams before the balls have been kicked.
Off, yeah.
Like, I think Liverpool are the best team in the league, but you just got to hope they don't get luck with it. Because when they got luck with it, it's unstoppable.
But you need that. I think that every team's had luck. Whoever's won the league always had a little luck with it.
Yeah.
Even when Man United was dominating, they've always had.
You can't say
they were great. Don't get me wrong, they were great. But they had some luck with it.
We had luck, 100%.
Been dumb yet. VAR is a big one, especially this year.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I've been a prick to us, man.
That is the change. That is changing fortunes.
I mean, where you wouldn't get 3-4 penalties, you're going to get penalties or penalties against you. Do you know what I mean? So that's where, like Chris is saying, with the luck, VAR you need. Like if you're going to be down bits. Here he is.
There he is, the boy.
Hi, boy. Let me just sort myself out.
While we're sorting out his bits and bobs,
I don't know where to sit.
While he's sorting out his bits and bobs and finding out where to sit,
I am sorry. Ignore me for a minute. I just need to sort it out. I've just got involved with spliff, man. I needed one bad.
You do that nice and quiet, bruv. I'll give you my one. So obviously Liverpool, everyone knows that. I think just with those players, you can never count out Chelsea. You just can't. You can't count out Chelsea. Chelsea in it. I will put Man United in it, but our players are very inconsistent. At the minute, Martial can't hit a barn door. I've never seen him like this. Like, he can't score. Then Rashford is always like that. Cavani's missed a few. And it's like, it depends on what the players do. We always have the chances to win. It's just whether the defenders make mistakes and the strikers score the goals. That's what it comes down to. Every game we can win every single game. I don't fear not one team. But it just happens what happens on the day. So United, Chelsea, Liverpool. I don't really think you can count out Spurs because they're up there. I don't really believe in it because I've been under that football and I know the games you could win, but if you play that way, you don't win them. But it's Jose. So Jose knows how to win and he has Harry Kane. Wow. And the form Son is on, he's like Messi. Like, it's one shot, one goal. That's it. He ain't hearing nothing. And even when it's a crap shot, it'll go through the keeper's legs or flick off something. Like, whatever he does turns to diamonds, bruv. Like, the geezer is on purple, bruv. He's on purple. So, while you've got Kane and Son and Jose, I'm not counting you out. I
don't want to do the commentator's curse, but I read a stat the other day. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked at it. Maybe you Chelsea boys will know more than me. Apparently, any year Jose has completed a full season with a club, wherever he has been after 12 games is where he finished after 38 games.
I know the 2 seasons where he won it. The 2 seasons where he was top 12 after 12 games at Chelsea, we won it. But then also remember there was a season where after 12 games he got fired. So you know, you can
that was Old Trafford as well.
This is the only thing, yeah, Jim. Jim,
no, last game was against Klopp.
Yeah, I didn't want to say this, but the fact that you pulled that stat out to try and bolster your Spurs claim, I'm going to drop it, bro. What is going on with your look right now? You're looking like Friar Tuck from Robin Hood, bro.
That shit ain't funny, motherfucker.
I had to switch over to see as well.
You've been reading too many of them Twitter stats, bro.
Reporting live from the monastery.
All sorts of crazy stats, bro. Leave them words alone, bro. Honestly,
nice to see you, Rick, by the way.
With the monastery, you know, with the hoodie.
What it is, my hair goes proper like fluffy when I wash it. I washed it yesterday.
So does mine, brother.
It's all good. But what I will say with Jose is, this season, if he spends a good amount of time at Spurs, so let's say another 18 months, I'll tell you what, come summer, there's certain men that will be packing their bags, bruv. And I think we know who their men are. Like Ali, Aurier. Bruv, he said it to Aurier. Like, I'm scared of you, bruv, because you're going to come and do fuckery. And look what man did today.
Wow. Hold on. Here's a question, because I know Chris can't wait to get into this. And I don't know about Toby and Adam as well. Does that not fall on Jose? Because he had Doherty sitting there on the bench, right? Why is Doherty not starting if he's that worried about Origi?
He breaks the lines too much. He don't sit back. Because Jose, he can't have two attacking fullbacks. He can't. He has to have one. He has to have three at the back. He can never go with
Aurier
both
wing right back. But Aurier is seen as an attacking right back. Yeah.
But he's changed his game, man.
But yeah,
he's done well.
He's not. Under Jose, he's not.
But I don't understand how you haven't got Doherty and Reguilon give us a threat going forward. And if you look at them, we were talking about it before, them games we were winning. And when I said to you before the show that prior to the Palace game, we looked different how we looked from Palace onwards. We had Doherty and Reguilon starting. And that meant when we were getting out, we had that little bit of width that stretched it, that gave that space for us to play that counter-attack. If you look against Liverpool, Reguilon didn't start. Doherty didn't start today. I can't remember the Palace starting lineup. But I don't think they were both. I think
Doherty looks good. He looks good. He's good in a free, so he really plays the wing back role. But I don't know, in a flat back four, I don't think it works. That's I don't think he's got in your squad.
No, and I understand that. But what I'm saying is, for the team dynamic and the way that we're playing, and the way that we're trying to play on this counter-attack, we have looked better with them two than we have with Davis or Aurier. Aurier is always liable to do something stupid, be it a goal.
But to be fair, he's been good this season, though.
I have to give it to him. He has to be good.
We need to
he's been a revelation, man.
Fair play
just
to
today.
Him, but he's still got that.
Today he came back, innit?
He's shown you today that he has still got that lapse of concentration in him. And as a defender, that lapse of concentration cost you. And at the end of the season, that could cost you the league or the Champions League places.
Well, Jim, just to answer that question, the long and short of it is, Jose must think that he would rather take his chances with Aurier either doing that or not, than putting Doherty in, who maybe is going to be a bit too advanced and leave the team open throughout the full 90 minutes. He's not picking Aurier because he's a favourite of his. Because he thinks this is the best I've got with what I have to work with.
I'll tell you why he's picking Aurier as well, is because his pace. Trust me.
He's not slow.
He's not faster than
that's why Aurier starting is benefiting more because of his pace. Trust me, mate. That's exactly that. And he has
that Doherty's too high up. Doherty comes up. He's too up. His game, he scores goals, man.
Who would you prefer? That Doherty or Aurier?
If you'd have asked me at the start of the season, I would have took Doherty every day of the week. But currently under Jose, Serge has been unreal. Like I say, apart from today, he's still got that little bit of rashness about him.
Hold on. Last 3 or 4 games, Aurier has stepped up. Let's have it right, because he was playing games in the Europa League and he was still doing that madness. Same as Sanchez was doing stupid stuff. That's why Sanchez has been nowhere near the squad, right?
Chris asked me, and I said right now I'd choose Serge.
Whoa!
That's fair enough. That's fair
Right?
enough.
Oh,
Let's move it over. We've spent a bit of time here.
That's
on
off the fucking Christmas card list.
Quick shots.
Your PS5
Quick shots
back.
between the Tottenham fans.
I'll have your PS5 mug.
PS5's going back.
Yeah, let's move it down to ads. So, Adam, latecomer. The question was, which teams are seriously in the title race? We're not going on league position currently. We're saying which teams do you think are seriously in this title race?
Do you know what? I'm not ever going to lie. Man City is still about. I just think it's going to be. Oh, Spurs have got a chance as well. Even Chelsea have still got a chance. But Man United, man, after today, I couldn't believe it. I think they're really going to do something. I think it's going to. Deep down, if I was going to pick two, I'd say Liverpool or United. I never thought I'd say United.
I feel
but
good
I really
energy
would.
coming from you. I feel good energy.
No, I really would. I'd like United. When you think about it, they've just sort of know when you get left quiet alone. Even though
I don't think that's
and they can concentrate.
Talking about Tottenham and Chelsea and Arsenal, and man, you were just creeping and creeping. Like when someone said the other day, like you was only 2 games away. If you won them both, you'd be second. I had to look at the Premiership table and go, fuck, they actually are as well. The sneaky little bastard. Sorry, excuse my French. So, you know what I mean? I think you're sort of. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're playing well. So I reckon the top 2. I reckon is Liverpool, Man U, but Tottenham obviously are playing well. Right, they've lost the last couple of games or what. They've always got a chance. Chelsea have, but not really, to be fair. Neither Tottenham. For me, I'm going to go Man U, Liverpool, Man U.
Can I ask your opinion on where Leicester and Everton fit into the equation for you?
Do you think with Leicester and Everton, the same as you, without being disrespectful, they ain't got the mental strength. Leicester have got that sort of experience of doing it a few years ago. Everton ain't going to win the league. No chance. No chance. Yes. They ain't winning it. I don't think Leicester are winning it either, to be quite fair. I don't think they're going to do it. But for me...
Do you think they're in the hunt as of right now?
Oh, no, they're doing their little thing, but lots of good teams do that. Like, you know what I mean? Look at Sheffield United last year. Like, they was in the hunt for fucking top 4 and fucking, like, in January, February, they were doing sick. They was never going to get there,
Adam, quick question. Weren't Arsenal top at the beginning of the season?
After one game, wasn't it? That Fulham game, was
so why?
When I watched that game,
he's still angry. Bring that up for.
Still angry. Why? When I watched that Fulham game,
you know what? Don't get me wrong, I've just seen this slight smirk on Ash's face, thinking I've been getting away with this the whole time. No one's mentioned Arsenal.
Let us not be distracted from where
it's too easy
right now.
He turned up with Arsenal top everything. Unreal.
Who's a sick. Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'd say. I'd say my top 2 at the minute who are looking really good is Man United, and Liverpool have sort of really cracked on the last couple of games. When they beat Palace 7-0, I could not believe it. Palace were having a decent season. Spurs only drew 1-1 when they're having a good season. To go there and beat them 7-0 is fucking saying something, man. Yeah. Seriously.
Put them to the sword.
But again, Man U have sort of doing their little thing. And when teams are doing good, same as when Spurs and all that, even if you hate it, and I'm a sore loser, you've got to sort of respect it and be honest about it. So I'm going to say Liverpool and Man U in a race. Obviously, Man City are going to do their thing, but I just don't think they're going to do it either.
Who out of the 5 or 6 names or 7 names that we've mentioned between us, who hasn't played each other even once yet? Like, have United played before yet?
Chelsea have got to play. I was going to say Arsenal.
Chelsea got to play City.
Top team, isn't they? Deep down.
Chelsea got
26. Where? Corner the 26.
No, but Gonzalo, Ash, really, it's just unbelievable.
Liverpool, Man U. That's February.
So Liverpool got to play United twice. Chelsea have got to play who twice?
City. Yeah.
Right,
have we still got to play City
twice as well?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Have we not played them this season? I thought we did.
No,
sorry.
I don't think. I
played Everton, Leicester, Liverpool, City.
I thought we lost.
Chelsea and United. So Spurs are the only ones that have played all of their 6 of their people that are around them at the minute. Is that what we're saying? And out of that, we've lost 3 and drawn 1 and won 2.
Listen, put the abacus away, bruv. Yeah, Harry Kane still needs to get injured. Yeah, he still needs to get injured. Yeah, Son needs to cool down because at the minute Son's on Ballon d'Or form. Yeah, he's like, bruv, we can all talk about our if buts and maybes. At the minute, we don't. None of our teams, other than Liverpool, we can confidently say can put a run of 6 games together.
It's true.
None of them.
Hold on.
We're all hoping. Every game's a
no
hope.
one's been able to
Yeah,
win.
You don't think Spurs can do 6 on the bounce? We got
No.
You just lost 2, Jim.
Bruv, you
Just
just
to put it
lost
into
2 in a row.
perspective.
What are you telling me?
yes
We've got
against
2 in a row,
Liverpool
bruv.
and Leicester, who we're saying are in the title race.
Who you said?
Our next games are Wolves, Leeds, Fulham.
You see yourself beating Wolves?
Well,
So 6 wins. You're telling me out of your next
No,
6
no way,
wins,
not six, not 6 back-to-back wins. No way.
then
Jim, I'll have a £50 bet
get our
with you, Jimmy.
fixtures.
£50,
Get our
bruv.
fixtures.
£50, bruv. Don't look at them. Don't even look
You
at
got
them.
Wolves and who?
Games in a row.
You've got to look at the
Don't even
fixtures.
look at the fixtures.
What was that,
No,
Jim?
no, no.
Wolves and who? Wolves and who?
Alright, we should play the
Remember-
card game with your fixtures, Jim.
Remember in the group
Yeah.
chat where Jim was like, "We don't fear no one." Yeah, and man was
Alright.
sending for buying and that, bro. Receipts. Hashtag receipts.
All right,
£50
hold on.
bet now, bro.
Hold on. We're gonna win the next 5.
Okay, tell me the 5. Tell me 5.
Right. So in order, this is Spurs' next games. Wolves away on Sunday. Right. This is league. Right.
I've got time for that game.
That ain't
Fulham
easy.
at home. I fancy Spurs.
Yeah.
Leeds at home. I fancy Spurs.
Mm.
Villa away. I fancy Spurs. Sheffield United away. I fancy Spurs. Liverpool at home.
Listen,
What was that? Liverpool at home?
if you get 12 points, if you get 12 points from them 5 fixtures, I'll be impressed. Bro, it's not just about the teams and where you're going. Right now, every team has a wonky performance in them where they just turn up and they don't do it. And that's why I'm saying Liverpool flexed muscles this past fortnight, because what they've shown the league was without Thiago and without Van Dijk, and we've put in a couple mishmash guys in. Bruv, even that Minamino, bruv, turned up after like one sub appearance, and man's trying to look like he's replaced. Remember, everyone was
Curtis
saying
Jones
Jota.
as well.
No, we were
Curtis
talking about
Jones
Jota.
Curtis Jones is nice little footballer, man.
is an
Nice little footballer.
Curtis Jones
Nice
is
little
serious.
footballer.
Yeah.
Serious Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones is
Serious.
on bits. Minamino had one good game, but I think that's the last time we ever mentioned that name on this show, please. Because
We'll see.
don't talk to me about what is a Minamino, bruv?
He's gonna be our Park G son. He's gonna be our Park G son, brother. He's gonna be our Park G son, brother. Tell him that.
Man said Park
Park
G
G
son, you know.
son.
Just because he's Asian, man said Park.
Yeah. Cool.
Anton, if
Yes.
you want to use a general Asian, just to let you know,
Yeah.
Son's the most successful.
Yeah, he's going to be the next
Premier League
Nakata.
ever. So
Well,
Yes,
what
again?
I'm going to say is
Son
Liverpool.
scored more goals than any Asian in the Premier League.
Oh,
ever.
did you take that back? Because at first you said most successful Asian in the Premier League. So I'm happy. I'm happy you pulled up the bumper
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you get me.
I'll tell you.
But Minamino's coming for that. I'm telling you. Minamino's coming for that. He's gonna be the ones you underestimate. You see that Park G son, you underestimate him and he scores.
I thought
He's gonna be that
Minamino is what you do when you press the line in the top left hand corner and you make the finger small.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, bro, you get
shit.
cancelled for that, you know. Them racial jokes will get you cancelled.
No, don't do that, bruv. Don't do that.
Bro,
I'm not with him, man.
Listen to me. Minamino is a name. It's got nothing to do with race. You threw race out there. But
Man's
anyway,
gonna have
You
the
put
whole-
minimise.
he's gonna
What's
have
the
the whole of Asia in his mentions?
listen, someone needs to talk to expressions, bruv, because he's got a name for everyone, bruv.
He's a cunt. No, sorry. I didn't mean to say.
That shit will get you cancelled.
He's out of order. He's out of order. That guy's out of order, man.
Are we just
no,
got
like,
beef
I've
with
got time for
every
expressions.
YouTube channel now? Yeah.
I've got time for
That's
expressions,
No.
bruv. He's
I
funny
see the
as
one
fuck.
you don't
He's
want to
funny.
start with, though, just in case, DT, because he might come and throw your laptop or ask you if you can throw it.
Yeah, real talk.
Right, all banter
No,
aside.
Ashley, tell us about DT, please.
God, say again.
Tell us about DT, please. That behaviour for that brother that age.
You know what is it? See what? Yeah.
Wrong, bruv.
To be fair, there's probably been a lot of Arsenal fan phones being thrown.
Listen, yeah. Football does that to you.
But what people watching in that?
No,
Arsenal
when
do
you're
that
seeing
to you.
utter nonsense, yeah.
Bro, I do them things there when no one's around.
Yes,
No
that's
one's
it.
around.
She's been
My
seeing
kids,
that for the
this
last
is not-
couple of
no.
months.
Hold
My man does it on
on.
TV live.
Them man wear
Kids
their heart
watching
on their
Netflix.
sleeve, bro. They wear their heart on their sleeve.
Anton, one sec. He is an actor. There's no two ways about it, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Because I'll tell you why he's an actor. Because I agree that you get annoyed and I say things. I started going off at the missus earlier because of Spurs. It just annoyed me. And then she was in the way and I just told her,
Hey, Jim, don't do that, mate. It's wrong.
We drug domestics
No, we
into
don't.
this.
All right,
What does that mean,
listen,
Jim? There's no need for that now, is there?
Hold on. You know he's an
that.
actor. You know he's an actor. Because when you're actually pissed off, right, you just do something, like whether it be throw something, swear at someone, punch someone, whatever you do, you just react. He got to go, oh, please let me throw the chair at the wall. I'll pay
No, but the guy's house. No, he's at the guy's house. He's at my
I'm
guy's
so annoyed. I'm going to ask you.
He's in Robbie's kitchen.
Throw it, and if you say no, I'm
He's
going
in Robbie's
to
kitchen.
decline.
He's in Robbie's kitchen. He's in Robbie's kitchen at the back.
Boys, ladies
you know what
and
it is,
gentlemen, we are moving on. We'll be here. We will just be here.
We're ready for the champagne.